pretty much. All right. Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for being here. I'd like to introduce our referees and our jury members today. Our chief referee that we have today here with us is Rodney Elm. Side referee Steve Mann. Side referee Luke Mellon. Jury member Bill Clayton. Jury member Tamara Lopes. Jury member Miriam Elm. And technical controller Jake Kimisuki. Thank you all for being here with us today. He didn't tell me. He didn't tell me. I was just informed it's Jake Kimizuka. Is that correct? Yeah, Kimizuka. He's Jake. His name tag says Jake. So. And we have 30 seconds until we begin this morning's session. We have one large flight this morning. And we have about 20 seconds until we begin this morning. It's 'Bars loaded for our first lifter, Michael Harris, benching 47.5 kilos. That's 104 pounds for first lift. And Women's Equipped Master 2, 84 kilos. And that was a clean 3-white completed lift. Very nice opener. Up next, in our Men's Equipped Master 4 bench, 93 kilos, we have our Bill Helmick, benching 60 kilos at 132 pounds. Claudia is up on deck as our lifter after Bill. Bar is loaded for Bill. Here we go. ...132 pounds and a completed lift. That was a beautiful way to start his day. Claudia Nagata, we have you up as our next lifter. Benching 65 kilos, it's 143 pounds in the Women's Equipped Master 2 bench at 69 kilos. Dora Justice, you are up on deck. Luke, you are 3 out. Adam, you are 4 out. And bars loaded for Claudia Nagata. A beautiful 3 white completed lift. We have Dora Justice up as our next lifter, benching 70 kilos. That's 154 pounds in the Women's Equipped Master 3 bench only. Bars loaded for Dora Justice. Luke, you are on deck as our next lifter. Adam, you are 3 out. A nice and controlled 3 white lift. Very beautiful. Luke Hannafin, you are up as our next lifter, benching 100 kilos. That is 220 pounds for the men's equipped open bench at 83 kilos. Adam, you are up on deck behind Luke. Thomas, you are 3 out. Mike, you are 4 out. Bars loaded for Luke Hannafin. Three whites, a beautiful completed attempt. Amazing lift, made it way too easy for him. Adam Mamala, you are up as our next lifter, benching 100 kilos. That is 220 pounds for men's equipped open bench at 83 kilos. Bar is loaded for Adam. Thomas, you are on deck behind him. And 3 whites, moving 220 pounds like it's light. Very light for these athletes. Thomas Senchik. Somebody has to correct me on names. Thomas will be benching 100 kilos. Bars loaded for Thomas. This is 220 pounds for men's equipped Master 3 and bench and 93 kilos. Mike, you are on deck as our next lifter. Robert, you are 3 out. And a beautiful 3
That's an easy lift for Thomas. Next up, we have Mike Ferrantelli out of Florida, former sheriff, or sheriff department employee. Mike is wearing the Inzer Bolt singlet, still a t-shirt.
For the men's equipped Master 2 bench at 105 kilos. Robert, you are on deck as our next lifter.
Mike is wearing that looks like new Inzer socks. I've not seen those before. again. Nice easy bench. These guys are just getting weights in, and
And 2 whites, that is a
Oh.
completed lift.
got a yellow card from the head referee.
All of our athletes are starting their day to a great start. Robert Keller, you are up as our next lifter, benching 105 kilos. That's
Next is
201
Robert Keller.
pounds for the men's equipped roster.
He is the
Men,
president of
bench equipped master
Powerlifting
3
America
bench
and the
50 kilos.
Secretary General for the IPF.
Mara, you are up as our next lifter on deck. Bar is loaded for Robert Keller.
I'd like to invite everybody who's watching on YouTube to post some questions or comments in the chat, and I will try to address whatever I can. Whoever gets the press command and rack command, and
30 pounds like it's nothing.
there's 3 white lights.
A nice completed first lift as well. We have
Speaking with Robert
Robert
earlier today, he was talking
benching
about putting his bench
110
press
kilos,
shirt on for his
that's
3rd attempt,
242
and
pounds for
a bunch of us
first
told him
lift.
that was stupid to get it on for his 2nd attempt.
Michael
But
Rodriguez, you're up as our next
we'll see what
lifter.
Robert decides to do.
Steve, you are 3 out.
Next up, we have Maura Shuttleworth, employment lawyer, works for Los Alamos National Labs. Maura is the reigning silver medalist in the women's 57 kilo bench category in the open division in the world.
Bar is loaded for Mara. Let's give her some love.
Bar is ready for Maura. Maura had to adjust her setup and everything with the new rules. Let's see how it looks. Looks like a good lift from Maura.
3 whites. That was some beautiful control.
3 white lights.
Amazing lift of over 200 pounds. That's crazy for a first lift. We have Michael Rodriguez up as our next
Next
lifter,
up, Michael
benching 105
Rodriguez.
kilos. It's 297 pounds for his first bench this morning. And the men's equipped master 3 bench at 74 kilos. Mike, you are up as our lifter. Steve, you are on deck behind him. And Jared, you are 3 out. Frank, you are 4 out. Bar is loaded for Michael Rodriguez.
All right, we're back here. I'm joined with Scott Jividen. Scott, where are you from? Oh, so you're one of the local people that helped put this on. All right, now we got Jared Weirs out of Nebraska. Jared is one of the hardest working guys I know in the sport. Goes. And so today these lifters are wearing, some of these lifters are wearing bench press shirts, which is a little bit different than what we saw yesterday.
We have Frank Veselicki up as our next lifter, benching 140 kilos. That is 308
So Scott, what's your background in powerlifting? How long have you been in here?
We have Daniel up on deck behind Frank, and Dana is 3 out as our lifter. Bar is loaded for Frank Veselicki.
Oh, yeah. Bench shirt is probably one of the most complicated things to learn. Here we have Frank Veselicki with 140 kilos. Snaps that bar up with no problem.
And 2 whites. That is a completed lift, making 308 pounds look easy.
Although he did get a red card for a red light, yellow card from the head referee. It looks like his head kind of popped up a little bit. That's a common thing too, especially with bench press shirts, because as the shirt tightens up on you, one way to strategy to get the bar down is to lift your head and sink your chest a little.
Bar is loaded for Daniel Sides.
Yep. Actually, I might have just made a little faux pas here. We are joined by Scott Jividen. I think everybody's listening to me only.
Oh.
So Scott's been keeping me company here. Brave soul.
Here's Daniel. He actually competed yesterday in Raw.
Daniel Sides.
Yep. Looks like he takes 142 and a half for a ride. Does pretty well.
Next up is Daniel Rosenzweig. He's on the coaching staff for the bench press international team.
Jordan, you are up as our lifter behind Dana, and Steve, you are 3 out. Bar is loaded for Dana Rosenzweig.
Wow.
Easy weight. That's one of the things about lifting equipped here is you hit everything perfect. The weight just pops right up.
Yep.
But to get that to actually happen takes a lot of hard work.
Yeah, and it's much more technical than a lot of people give it credit for. You know, if you're even half an inch high in your chest, it does not fly like that, and suddenly you're just
It might end up in your mouth.
Yeah, yeah.
Which just happened to me.
That's not what they mean by getting iron in your diet.
This is Jordan Coomer, being coached by Austin Brown, one of the Equip 3 lift coaches. See him, he's one of the athletes from Georgia. Easy lockout.
Did very well to stick with it there.
And that was 2 whites. That counts as a completed lift. Amazing strength.
Next up, we have the Preacher from Lincoln, Nebraska,
Up is our next lifter.
Steve Davenport.
Looks like we have our first over 500-pound bench of the day.
Yeah, 501, 227.5 kilos.
Master 2 bench only at 120 kilos plus. William, you're on deck behind him.
Anybody listening from the
Bar is loaded for Steve Davenport.
Central U.S., Stephen Davenport does run meets in Lincoln, Nebraska. That is 2 red lights. Looks like there's an up and down and possibly a head pop up.
Mm-hmm. That's where a lot of the difficulty comes in with the bench shirt is if you're not prepared to transition from the shirt into your tricep movement, it can catch you off guard like that.
Benching 240 kilos, it's 529 pounds this morning. Bar is loaded for William for the men's equipped master 2 bench.
Next up, we have William Thacker.
Austin, you are on deck as our next lifter.
Williams benching 240 kilos, which is 529 pounds.
Impressive.
Easy bench.
And 3 whites.
And he was being coached by our next lifter.
Austin Brown.
Austin Brown, you are up as our next lifter, benching 295 kilos, that is 650 pounds. For
Austin's opening up with a nice, easy, light 650 pounds.
It's always scary seeing people bench more than your deadlift.
But you're supposed to bench more than you deadlift. This is equipped.
Oh, is that how that works? Yeah.
Yeah. Just for some people like me.
Bar is loaded for Austin. We are going to circle back around to the beginning of this flight after Austin's lift, starting with Dr. Mike.
Austin's giving the handoff instructions to the platform crew. These guys have done an amazing job this weekend. I believe they're all affiliated with American Iron Gym.
They are, and they're all, like every one of them up there, fantastic people. And as a matter of fact, I recognize all 5 of them as people who normally help our biggest equipped bencher in our gym.
There it goes.
There it is.
That's a very technical lift. It was a
All right, see what we got. Ooh.
he had butt and an up and down.
We had an up and down.
If I were him, I would go ask the jury about that, see what they thought.
I didn't see it from the right. I actually thought it might have happened from the left.
Next up is Dr. Michael Harris, veterinary doctor in Jacksonville, Florida. Bet she's excited about the Jaguars last night.
Oh, man. Fire the entire coaching staff for the Chargers. All of them.
Bar is loaded for Dr. Mike Harris. 110 pounds.
Looks like there is a questioning of the jury of the last lifter. There we go. Try to find an angle I can actually see Dr. Harris.
Easy.
Easy lift.
And she's one of the few who also lifted yesterday, so it seems like everyone's trying to.
I think she's doubling down on getting herself to some world championships.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this is the place to do it.
Absolutely.
And plus, it's a fun day, so.
I'll get your screen back up in a sec.
Bars loaded for Bill Helmick.
Can you hear me breathing on here?
Very little.
Okay.
I'm in the process of upgrading our microphones and everything, so we'll.
Gotcha.
By the next championship, we'll have some better sounding mics for all of our listeners at home, the thousands and thousands of people. This is Bill Helmick from Albuquerque, New Mexico. So easy, the referees didn't give him any lights.
There it is.
3 white lights.
Straight whites.
Next up is Claudia Nagata, originally from Brazil, now living in Colorado, Denver area. Claudia is a Category 1 referee and used to be on the IPF technical committee. She knows the rules. Locks the weight out strong, but let's see what the referees say. Yeah, there's one red card and for an up and down movement. Now the bar can stop on the way up, but it cannot go down.
It's always great seeing people who are involved in the judging and kind of the behind the scenes stuff still compete.
Yes.
It's love seeing like the love for the sport extends into every crevice of it.
Next up is Dora Justice. Dora is one of our earliest members we've had in Powerlifting America. Always willing to help out at meets, and her and her husband last year worked the front table for 3 straight days at our Classic Nationals.
Wow.
And dealing with that crowd, that's
I imagine that's a long day.
well, it wasn't so much it was long, it was just the type of people coming by. It's easy to be starstruck by Taylor Atwood, followed by Amanda Lawrence and Bonica Brown.
Oh, I bet.
That being said, anybody who is watching that is interested in Classic Nationals this year, registration has about 12 days left, and we're up around 70 lifters, but there is going to be some massive competitions there.
It'll be a lot of fun to watch.
I'm going to take a guess and say there might be some unofficial world records lifted there.
You think so?
Yes.
Who are you expecting to put out some numbers like that?
Well, Ray Williams might do that.
I've met him once.
He's a big man.
You always see him on Instagram, or I'll tell you after.
Gavin Eden might be lifting. Deuce Scruden. There's going to be some weight classes where top 4 guys should be out worlds, but at the most we could take 2.
Now we got Robert with 110.
Robert Robert Keller. Shout out to our old friend Chino B and Carrie, who might be watching.
Back to Ray Williams. You always see him on Instagram, and you see all his videos and whatnot. And you're like, oh, that is a big man. But met him in person way back in the day, and you just don't realize.
400-pound man with 25% body fat. That's 300 pounds of
muscle or bone. Yeah,
muscle and bone, and maybe some organs.
Yeah, and the thing is just one of the kindest people I've met.
Yes.
Doesn't take a single breath without being grateful. I would love to grab a lunch with him or something.
Moira was super concerned about the new bench rules. Her normal setup was feet up on the bench, and she had to make some modifications, and elbow depth was always a concern. Moira's one of the harder people to hand off. She lifts a considerable amount of weight and is a fairly light person, so it's very easy to accidentally pull her off the bench.
What do we say from the judges?
Yeah. Chief referee keeps playing with his remote. Here we go, 3 white lights.
There we go.
Very nice. 3 whites, a completed lift.
As I said earlier, if anybody watching out there on YouTube land, if you have any questions for us or comments, feel free to post them in the chat, and we'll try to address them. Next up is Michael Rodriguez.
Daniel, you are 3 out. Jared, you are 4 out. Bar is loaded for Michael Rodriguez.
Michael's got 145 kilos, which is 319 pounds.
Smooth lift. Let's see what we get.
One of the judges, I think, needs to reposition where he's holding his remote.
3 white lights. Good for Michael Rodriguez, 145.
Next up is Frank Veselecki.
Benching 145 kilos, weighs 319 pounds again. For the men's equip master free bench, only at 105 kilos. Bar is loaded for Frank Veselecki. Daniel, you are on deck behind him, and Jared, you are 3 out. Dana, you are 4 out.
Frank takes the hand out. Gets a star command. Brings the bar down to his chest slowly. Press. Pops right up.
Looked more comfortable than his opener.
Yes, it did.
Looks like he found that bubble on his chest for the shirt and popped right up.
It's one of the things about Equip. The margins between success and failure are right next to each other.
Oh, it's almost terrifying.
Yeah. A lot of times, once you get used to the equipment, the more pain you can endure, the more weight you can lift.
Right. And then you have people who use different shirts for different lifts, and just having to memorize the little...
I've seen people actually have tattoos on themselves for where to set shirts and set suits and knee wraps.
You know, that's not the most surprising thing I've heard. I never would have thought of it myself, but...
I've seen lifters like Blaine Sumner actually use Sharpies and mark everything during training, so when he shows up to Worlds, he can duplicate everything.
All right, Daniel Sides going to take 147.5 here.
Conservative 5 kilo jump from his opener. It's a very narrow grip for an equipped bencher.
Yes, it is. Might have been a grind there, but it looked more comfortable than his opener.
Yep. 3 white lights.
Minch did in his third attempt here. Does he go a little more aggressive, or did he try to take about 150?
I bet he goes 150, based on how that bar moved.
Yeah.
Oh, you go on 152.
152.
Next up, we have Jared Weirs out of Lincoln, Nebraska. Yeah, Jared, for when I first met him, he was helping his friends at the Masters World Team, and I'll tell you what, this guy worked his butt off, helping dozens of lifters with their suits and the wraps.
By the end of the day, wrapping people like that, your grip is gone.
Yeah.
So.
There it goes.
There we go. We'll see what they think about that left arm there.
3 white
All
lights.
good.
So an arm can lag behind, but as long as it does lock out. And then there's no up and down of the bar as a whole. Next up is Dana Rosenzweig.
This is 147.5 kilos, 125 pounds. For the men's equipped master 3 bench at 105 kilos.
Wow.
He's got to put some weight on the bar. I think half of his problem is getting the weight down.
Amazing 3 whites. Beautiful.
And everything's snapping right up.
Yeah, right?
Great job.
Next up, we have Steve Petronek.
He was beating it into us yesterday at Petrensic.
Petronek.
We have Steve
I should know that.
back up as our next lifter. Steve will be benching 150
Now he's got a pretty
pounds,
sizable jump here.
master 2 bench at 74
137 to 150.
Did he open Raw? Do you remember?
Was he one of the ones? No, I don't think he opened Raw. I'd have to look back, but I do know he competed Raw yesterday.
Yeah. Steve knows what he's doing. He's a veteran of bench pressing, and he's also the head U.S. coach for the bench teams. Extremely passionate about the sport.
Very nice. 3 white lights, and on to his third.
Very nice completed leg.
Next up, we have Jordan Coomer. He's lifting the open category, 93 kilo weight class.
For the men's equipped open bench only at 93 kilos. Luke, you're on deck behind Jordan.
So these athletes are competing for spots to go to the Bench Press Worlds, which happens to be in Sun City, South Africa this year. A very beautiful place. I was there last year for Classic Open.
Well, that must have been a treat.
It's amazing. It's been the host for several World's Strongest Man competitions. And then also the NAPF bench, which is going to be in Mexico City.
And when is that?
That's going to be in October. Had the fortune to go to Mexico City for a powerlifting meet a few years ago. It was beautiful. Jordan.
Oh, right leg or right arm.
Jordan popped that right off his chest, and as he spoke about earlier, is like a lot of the skills when the shirt gives you that kind of push off the chest, and then getting your triceps to actually kick in and accept that weight and knock it out. That's where it gets difficult.
That smooth transition from shirt to tricep is. I mean, even the experts can miss it.
Yeah.
So here we have something that actually made me do a double take earlier, the next few benchers. Opening at 100 kilograms, and then they walked over and says, can I go 205 next? So my immediate thought was, oh, we can't lower the bar weight for you. We can't go from 220 to 205. And no,
well, we got somebody coming up that opened up at 100 kilograms and is jumping up to 265.
Terrifying. So you want me to
Although that's
almost triple your attempt?
Yeah, that's Adam Amola, and he's capable of going 700 pounds.
So now that's a strategy I have not seen personally, is your opener being not even your last warm-up.
Yeah. And the better you are, the more skilled you are, the you're gonna wear a super difficult bench press shirt. That line is very thin. Luke Hannafin grinds that out at finish.
That right there, he more than doubles the weight on the bar and couldn't even tell.
Yep. And we have another situation, 100 kilos to 210 with Tom Sansich.
That's one of those little nuances that makes equipped lifting different.
Yeah.
You probably see that a lot more in bench than squat or deadlift, but
one of us was saying earlier, the bench press shirt is one of the most complex things in equipped powerlifting. So these guys, they want to get to Worlds, they want to get to NAPFs. They're going to, if they're unopposed, take that token opening lift just to get on the board and then have some fun.
Yeah.
Oh, Tom is a very smart individual, aerospace engineer. So I just say 3 white lights.
Yet again, looks like he's not even done warming up.
Yep.
We are back over 500 for our next attempt, Steve Davenport.
But I bet the scoring table is going, you want to go to what after some of these guys turned in their second attempts?
Well, I was over there, and that's exactly what happened.
Yep. I need I need kilos. That is.
I was like, what?
Steve just needs to stay tight and control, and he's going to pop this right up.
See?
So I just say 2 white lights.
Looks like it might have been the head again.
Yep. That's one of the things, I would always grow my hair out as long as possible before bench meets. Because when you have a shaved head.
Try to blur that line.
Yeah. The secret is to have it as long as possible where they don't make you tie it up into a ponytail.
I grew my hair out once. That will never again happen.
One of my colleagues and friends, Joe Capolino, would just let it grow out. He down to the shoulder blades. He's like, long hair, don't care. Multi-time silver medalist at Equipped Open Worlds.
So we have Mike Ferrantelli.
Yep. Used to work for the Sheriff's Department in one of the counties in Florida. I forget which. Very nice gentleman. Got to have dinner with him after last year's Nationals.
We have another attempt where we are more than doubling the opener.
Yep.
Oh.
Just been screwed good there. And he's wearing an Inzer bolt.
Got to give a shout out to the spotters here. Experienced crew. Never take their eye off something. They've been doing this for years up here in Reno.
I'm happy we're here in Reno. It's been a fun time. throws that weight up, a little lag in his left arm.
Left. All right, we have a middle chief judge giving a red and a yellow. Looks like it's a head again.
Head again, yep.
Adam Mamola, you are up as our next lifter, benching 265 kilos.
Now this is the one that shocked the scorecard table earlier.
Yeah. Went from 100 kilos, 220 pounds. They probably thought he was saying in pounds. Yeah.
And it's like, oh, you want 120 kilos? No.
No.
260.
This is Adam's first bench nationals with Powerlifting America, but he is a multi-time IPF world champion. He knows what he's doing. Ratchet that bar right up. I don't think that bar dipped. I'd have to disagree with that chief referee there, but it did stop there.
For those listening that might have heard a countdown in the background, a lot of the times some of those heavier shirted benchers love having a coach or someone else with experience that experiences their training to kind of guide them so they don't have to lift their head and see how far they are away, because the pressure you feel in one of those shirts can be astronomical.
I personally do that. I have somebody kind of give the board distance to my chest.
Mm-hmm.
Here we have Austin Brown, one of our national team coaches for powerlifting. He told me yesterday that he'll do a full meet every few years to keep it honest, but can't handle the heavy squats and deadlifts as much anymore. I agree with him.
What's great about benching in a shirt is can really save some of those joints.
He just needs to hit his bubble here.
All right, let's see what we got.
There it goes.
There it is.
Now, did he keep his butt down? That was one of the issues last time. Yep. 3 white lights.
And 3 whites.
No, I think everybody's in the meet. I don't think anybody's in.
Everyone's in.
Yep.
And that was just a highlight of, how technical it is. His first attempt looked, little maybe misgrooved it just a hair and needed to kind of adjust, and that looked
smooth,
incredible.
Looked like an opener.
Yeah.
Same weight.
Who doesn't casually open with a 650-pound bench?
We have Bill up on deck behind Dr. Mike and Claudia. You were 3 out. Dora, you were 4 out. And again, a special thanks to everyone on our platform this morning. We couldn't do this without you guys. Bars loaded for Dr. Mike.
Next up, we have Dr. Michael Harris at 52.5 kilos.
There we go. Good lift.
We have Bill Helmick up as our next lifter, benching 70 kilos, that is 154 pounds, for men's equipped master 5. If Bill is successful, he will also stay in first place. Bar is loaded for Bill Helmick. Claudia, you're up on deck.
Next up, we have William Helmick.
Yes.
You're good.
Am I out?
All right, sorry about that audio interruption.
We got to fight.
Still some amazing strength. We have Dora Justice up as our
Next up is Dora Justice. Missed her second attempt at 80 kilos, but it must have been something technical and decided to jump it up 2.5.
That's not something you see very often. Usually if you miss an attempt, you want to take it, you want to get back in your groove, even if it means only 2 good lifts in a day. But if
Yeah,
it's something like lifting your head off the bench,
Yep. Although she is wearing a bench press shirt, and that could have been, something technical with that, and made the adjustments. And sometimes having more weight helps.
oh,
Just ran out of gas right there. That's a situation where if she stuck at the 80, she probably would have got it.
probably.
But she got her opener. She's in.
Yep.
And probably headed to South Africa.
Our athletes are moving a long way. And they've been so great all morning.
Next up, we have Robert Keller.
You are up as our lifter. Robert's benching 112.5 kilos.
Although, let's see Robert Keller. Oh, he's coming.
120 kilos.
See Paul, our medium man.
If he is successful, he will also stay in first place. Bars loaded for Robert Keller.
Seems like South Africa's not really any stranger to high-level strength sports either. As you were saying earlier, several World's Strongest Man, several championships.
Held at the same place, too.
Was it really?
In Sun City, South Africa, yeah. It's a big complex. It's a kind of a resort area.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and Reno being so close to Sacramento, I've actually gone to the last 2 World's Strongest Man, and let me tell you, it takes a lot of room.
Oh, yeah. It's amazing how they chop that down to a half-hour segment on TV.
Oh, you have
That's
no idea.
That's a multi-day thing, right?
You have no idea how much you miss. That's why, with it being 2-hour drive away, you had to go.
Yeah. Easy bench for
Looks
Dr.
like
Robert
nothing for
Keller.
him.
Somebody's got to tell him to warm up in the warm-up room, not in the third attempt.
Strength from Robert. And 2 watts. We will take that as a completed lift.
Now, speaking of strongmen, I've heard many of those gentlemen frequent American Iron Barbell.
Kilos. Let's do
You familiar with the name Travis Ortmeyer?
I am familiar with that name.
Great guy.
He's a regular there.
Regular there. See him every Monday on overhead press day. He's
That's tomorrow.
Yes, it is.
He's gonna be here tomorrow.
Hey, he should be American Iron tomorrow.
I might have to make a trip over there.
He's honest to God, great guy.
National record attempt for women's equipped open bench at 57 kilos. Let's get behind her.
I gotta say, I got a tour of American Iron when I here for a site visit, and it's an amazing gym. If you're in the Reno area and you touch a weight in your lifetime, you need to go there.
Yes. Now, when was the last time you were there?
That was August.
Oh, so recent.
Yeah.
All right, we have a 10 kilo jump here for a national record attempt. Oh.
She'll walk it out, but
She's probably going to get
up and down called.
up and down.
And that's fairly common.
Yep.
Strength is there, just needs to get that
So yeah, if you're
transition smooth.
yeah, you just have to push through kind of that bench shirt.
Michael Rodriguez, we have you up as our next worker.
As you were saying, if you have a chance to stop by American Iron, do it.
Yeah.
No matter what discipline in the strength world you are, bodybuilding, powerlifting, strongman, CrossFit,
They have it.
they have it.
And some top-notch physical therapy and chiropractic
Yep.
and everything.
I mean, anything you could possibly need to succeed as a strength athlete is there. Short of some very specific strongman equipment that, like, almost no one has. I mean, who parks a Conan wheel inside? Like,
Well, we'll have to talk to the Lopes about that.
they've been doing fantastic. They've been expanding the gym since my first year there. It's 3 times the size it was when I started,
I believe it.
just 8 years ago.
Jeez.
Smooth transition right there. Got a good lockout. What do we say from the judges? 3
Three
white
white
lights.
Speaking of White Lights Media, for those who know, will be covering our next 2 national events. Our next 2 will be at Classic Open and the Age Division Nationals in Arizona.
That's fantastic.
They have a global reach and do a fantastic job with photography. We got a chance. I want to thank SBD as our primary sponsor for all of our national meets, and also Lyco providing brand new equipment for the platform.
Oh, it's beautiful. Walk in and expecting to see the equipment from our gym, which is nothing to scoff at. I mean, it's incredible gear, but just to see brand new, shiny,
Yo,
red plates. Did a triple take yesterday.
looks like we might have some issue at the scoring table. We got the judges over there trying to sort it out. Computer says that he called for 155, but I'm hearing 152.5. Or
Yeah.
maybe he just had 152.5.
No, this is we were discussing earlier how we thought he was gonna jump to 150 with his narrow grip, and it seems like he took a much more aggressive jump than we were anticipating.
Yeah. So now, that changed the order. Jared Weirs is going to be up at 152.5. Daniel Sides, who's currently sitting in second place, is going for 155. Probably to go for first. So here we're starting to see the strategy. Number calling can be a chess match. You're allowed to change your third attempt in a bench press only meet twice.
In a full meet, you can only change it on your deadlift. So
Third deadlift, yeah.
It is your last lift of the day at any contest you're at.
So Jared's sitting in second place right now, and this will not change his standing.
Oh,
There he goes. His butt stay on the bench. Yep. 3 white lights.
that's how you want to end your day.
Yeah, I was watching his setup from the side angle, and I saw his butt was up until he had the bar was handed off to him, which is allowed. But from between the start command and the rack command, butt must be majority of your butt must be on the bench. Oh.
And that's how you want to end the day. You want to end on a struggle, but a weight that you can definitely hit. Lock out, get your white lights. Most likely a number that you've probably not touched often or ever touched.
Computer's showing 15 kilos,
All right.
which is not allowed for many reasons. I believe it's supposed to be 155.
For Daniel's sides.
Scoring table will get this straightened out. It can be a tough job over there at third attempts, especially with those competition experienced lifters and coaches who are jockeying for position.
And you have that chess match.
Yep.
We have Frank Veselicki up as our lifter, benching 155 kilos.
Yep. Should be Daniel sides.
There we go.
We have 3 lifters lifting the exact same weight, and the order is determined by lot number. And Daniel Sides has a lot number of 78, Frank Veselicki 87, and Daniel Rosewag 91. So just as I predicted, if Daniel is successful with this lift, it'll jump him up to first place. You got nothing to lose if no one's coming behind you. Like we said, this might be a bit of a reach for him for a third attempt, but hey, why not go for the golds?
Right. This is where you're supposed to just leave it all out on the platform. If you think you even have a remote chance to get it and it puts you in the first, you might as well take the chance.
Yep. My only appearance at a bench press world's third attempt, I was going for a bronze medal and made like a 50-kilo jump or something like that.
How'd that go?
Almost locked it out.
There you go.
I was about 3 inches shy of lockout.
All right, see what Daniel's got in him.
Ooh.
There it is. There it is.
Turn it over. And that's where I think the close grip hurt him.
Mm-hmm. Very, very close.
Yeah. But he had nothing to lose. He was in second. He finishes in second.
Seems like it took him a second to calm down on his chest there.
Yep.
And that might have taken some energy out of him. I mean, it's right there.
Frank Veselicki is in the same situation. He's sitting in second place, and this will bump him up to first.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell by these jumps. He opened up at 140, went to 145, and jumps to 155.
Mm-hmm.
He says, heck, I want to go home with the gold medal. Let's put it on there.
Gold is prettier than silver.
Oh, this is the Silver City, isn't it?
No, it's Silver State.
Silver State. Nope. And he says, gets the bar down on his chest, shakes his head. No, take it. But he put it on. He took a shot.
Yeah. As we said, just leave it out there. I got to give another shout out to the spotters. Oh, we have an attempt change in progress?
So I think those guys were chasing Dana. Because Dana now is jumping up to 160. And that's going to move the lifting order to Jordan Coomer at 157.5.
Now this is a situation I haven't personally seen in person where we totally reorganize who's lifting in what order because one person changed their attempt.
Yep.
And now we have the mad scramble of, oh, I need to beat him by 2.5.
Yep. These chest games can be either subtle or dramatic or drastic.
Seems like we got a little bit of both right now.
Yeah.
Subtle weight changes, dramatic order change.
Jordan's made his first 2 attempts, and this will make him. If he makes this, will be 3 for 3 on the day. Long range of motion.
Watch that right side.
It's going. It's going.
There it is.
Boom. I didn't see anything wrong with that. Well, maybe his butt did come up. One of the side judges gave him a yellow card.
Only need 2.
3 white lights is showing off.
Yeah. 3 white lights just means not heavy enough.
Next up is Steve
Petrenzik.
I know how to say it. It's just it's on demand. It's hard. Steve P. That's why we always call him Steve B.
I just had to start replacing the C with a Z for the pronunciation, and I haven't missed it. Remember the 10-kilo jump for Steve.
And hit the ball. But he finished his day 2 for 3 and in first place.
Did I miss the handout on that, or did he unrack himself?
He takes self handoff.
I don't know that I've seen that for equipped.
There was a guy, Kenta, over in Finland that I've seen him bench mid-upper 7s like that with no wrist wraps equipped. Self handoff. He's since started using the wrist wraps and the handoffs, but
That is a brave gentleman.
yeah.
Also, now here's an aggressive jump by Dana. A 2.5 between first and second, and we're going, what is that, 12.5 now?
Yep. So it looked like Dana was just playing the game to get himself in first place, chasing him. Missed, so now here's the glory lift. Got nothing to lose. Maybe he's going for PR. Might be going for a state record or something.
See what we got.
Oh, that was easy. He's been toying with everybody.
Oh, yeah. He looked at least good for 170 there, in my opinion.
You're probably not wrong. Next up is our aerospace engineer, Tom Sensich.
We have Thomas Senchik up as our next lifter. Benching 212.5 kilos is 468 pounds.
I'm guessing another 110 kilo jump wasn't in the cards today.
No, that would put him out of his range. These are numbers I expect to see out of Tom. I do believe Tom holds several national records in the bench press. Here goes.
Smooth.
Should you say? Ooh,
No
I think they got him on the that little bobble there at the very top of the lockout.
That was very subtle.
Actually, one of the referees' points to me said his elbow wasn't locked. Next up is Luke Hannafin. Again, another man who didn't double his second his attempt.
Very reserved jump for his third. Looks like he will be staying in second place if successful.
He takes the hand off. Set it in. Start command. Wasn't the prettiest lift, but it looked pretty smooth and gets 3 white lights.
It was pretty enough.
Pretty enough. His left arm had a little hiccup there in the transition period, but he recovered from it and locked it right out.
That's just experience and helping him finish.
That's one of the things you teach the new people to bench shirts is you can't give up on the lift.
No.
So you get to that point where you're like, this ain't gonna happen, but it'll just grind right out.
It could. I mean, it's an uncomfortable lift. You don't want to be in those bench shirts for long.
Yeah.
Got to learn how to squeeze every last ounce out of them.
Here's Steve Davenport. I believe he's the head pastor in church in Lincoln. Very nice gentleman. I'm going to try to make it up to one of his meets to help him this year.
See what the judges think of that right arm.
Yeah.
Oh. What do we have?
I think they're calling a heave.
2 reds. It looks like we have Chief Judge saying his head lifted. And a heave.
Yep. One judge is saying heave, one was saying head. His coach is headed over the jury table. It's always worth a shot. Next up is William Thacker. He's making a 2.5 kilo jump. Pulls it straight down. And a little lag on the right arm, but looked like it would be good.
See what the judges think. Looks like that right arm didn't lock all the way out.
Yep. There's the blue card for probably for lockout, and I think he got a yellow from the head every lift for his head. Here comes Adam Mamola going for 272.5, which will cross the 600-pound mark.
Do you know if Adam's crossed the 600-pound barrier?
I believe he's crossed 7.
Has he?
I believe so. I don't know off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure he's benched 7. A few years ago. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments.
That communication between spotter and lifter, essential.
Yeah.
Because if you're not on the same page, very nice. 3 white lights for Adam. $272.5, and it looks like we have an attempt change in progress. Looks like Austin Brown changed his attempt to 315 kilograms. We're looking at 695 pounds whereabouts.
Yeah, I just looked up Adam Mamola. His best bench is 727.5.
That's just insane.
Here is Austin.
Missed his first, came back and got on his second. Now he's jumping 20 kilos.
I don't know if this will change best lifter placings or anything, but maybe this is a personal. Brings the bar down.
we go. Here we go.
Oh,
Nope.
almost there. Just had
You
to
see
snap
it.
the elbows.
But like you were saying earlier, like it looked like that lift might have been over 3 seconds earlier, but he stuck with it and nearly got an almost 700-pound bench press.
Yep.
Just because he stuck with it the whole time.
So we're going to take a short break. That'll be it from us. But we'll present the awards here in the live stream in a few minutes. And thank you for watching. Thank you for, thank you, Scott, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for joining us. Made this a lot more fun.
It was a
if
good
it was
time.
just me.
Love to do it again sometime.
You just signed yourself up. You have no idea.
Hey, I will take it.
All right. See you guys soon.
See you next time.
All right, as our athletes are getting lined up here, I want to say a special thank you to that platform crew. You guys rocked. Thank you so much, man. You're awesome. Incredible. And also to our judges, thank you so much. Bill Clayton for leading this tribe. And Mike Z for an incredible job with all the AV again. And our creative director, Paul, thank you for some great photos. Great job, team. Guys are amazing. All right, and without further ado, starting with Women's Equip Master 2, 69 kilo. Oh yeah, I forgot. Ooh, almost forgot USADA. Thank you, USADA, for coming here and making sure that we have a legitimate records and meet. Thank you guys. You guys have been awesome. All right, 69 kilo. Women's Equip Master 2, Claudia, first place. Great job. Women's Equip Master 2, 84 kilo, Dr. Harris. Oops. In her defense, it was upside down. All right. Women's Equip Master 3, 57 kilo class, Dora. All right. And first place in Women's Equipped Open, 57 kilo, Mora. First place, Men's Equipped Master 2, 74 kilo class, Steve. Steve P, yes, it's you. In second place in Men's Equipped Master 2, 105, Mike Fertinelli. And in first place, William Thacker. Great job, guys. Okay, Men's Master 2, 120 plus. First place, Steve Davenport. Yeah, Steve, I don't know about that. All right. Great job. Okay, men's equip master 3, 74 kilo. Second place is Daniel Sides. And first place, Michael Rodriguez. Great job. Men's equip master 3, 93 kilo class. First place, Thomas Sensich. And in men's equip master 3, 105, is second place, Frank Veselicki. And in first place, Dana Rosenbeek. All right, men's equip master 5, 93 kilo, Bill Helmick for first place. All right, men's equipped open 83 kilo class, second place, Luke Hannafin. And in first place, Adam Marnola. Great job, guys. And in first place for men's equipped open 93 kilo, Jordan Comer. Good job. Men's equipped open 105 in second place, Jared Weirs. And in first place, Austin Brown. Okay, and now for overall. Women's master, best lifter, Dora Justice. Oh, no, stop. I've been given the. We forgot Dr. Keller. Hold on. Okay, we have men's equip master 3, 120 in first place, Robert Keller. Did I forget anyone else? Is anyone else good? Are we good, Bill? Can I go? Okay, all right. Okay, here goes. Once again, women's master, best lifter, female, Dora Justice. That was a little redundant. If you have carry-on, you need that shipped, let me know. All right, and for women's open, best lifter, Mora. I think that was the wrong one, guys. That was the wrong one. That was a Mora. Go, Mora, get back up there. That's the wrong award. We wanted to give you a little bit more reach on your strike there with that sword. Congratulations. Good job. All right, men's masters, best lifter, Thomas Sensic. Congratulations, Tom. Good job. And men's open, best lifter, Adam Memola. Excellent job, guys. Thank you for showing up to Reno. We appreciate you. Hope you had fun, and we'll see you back at the next one.